Hi and welcome. My name is David Dungay from UC Today. Today we're going to be talking about Microsoft Teams integrations. I have with me Mattias Holme from Soluno Business Communications. Welcome to the show, Mattias. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm excited for today's conversation. So we're going to be talking about your new Teams integration and how you're really taking that to a new level, which I'm particularly excited about. We're seeing a lot of Teams integrations coming to market, so I'm really excited to see what Soluno is bringing to the table. So first of all, before we get started, let's give us a bit of an introduction to yourself and the business.
Yeah, sure. Soluno is a communications provider. Let's see, we have a wide variety of services that we offer in the communications department, like UC, and of course, our core business is our telephony platform, our cloud PBX platform, and that we have provided for a number of years now and has the most users. But also we provide additional services on top of that, like services that we develop ourselves and integrations to other systems to help our customers. And we have been in business since 1999. One of the companies, Solus, that was later merged with Uno Telefoni and became Soluno Business Communications. And when we merged, that was 2017, we had approximately 50,000 end users. And since then, we have raised that to about 180,000 end users that work within our platform, of course. And we have also branched out to another office in the Netherlands as well.
Okay, so you've got a lot of experience there. You've got a lot of history with the with telephony and particularly cloud PBX, which is great. So tell me about your Microsoft Teams journey. Tell me about that integration journey and how that's gone for you.
Well, we started 1.5 years ago, basically, with starting to support the MS Teams phone system integration that they offer and the direct routing way. So we handled the calls for our customers, and that basically turned Microsoft Teams into the old kind of desk phone that you had. You can dial out, you can ring, and you can answer your calls on it. But it didn't exactly leverage the advanced functionality that you usually have with a cloud PBX. So we wanted to move that to include a little bit more of the cloud PBX functionality within the Teams telephony system. So we have been working on an app that we just recently released to integrate between our PBX platform and Teams, so you could do, or the end user can do most of their normal telephony business directly within the tool that they use. So that's basically the story behind our Teams journey. We started with just transmitting the calls, and now we have included the PBX functionality within the Teams application.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk features and benefits then. So you've got your new app. You're integrating within the Microsoft ecosystem into Teams. Tell me about those features and benefits which your customers are really sort of crying out for right now.
Well, basically, when you work in Teams, one of the strong parts of the Teams application is, of course, that it collects a lot of different functionality within one sort of, I'm not sure if you use the same expression, but we call them umbrella functionality. It keeps everything under one roof. And so you can do most of your things within the application, but of course, some of the applications within Teams are better handled outside if you want advanced functionality. But what we wanted to do is make sure that the end user had the features and functionality that they usually use within our soft phone application, for instance, directly available in the Teams application. So you don't need to move to another interface or another service to do the everyday work you do with your telephony. So we added, so for instance, you can change your caller ID and you can log in and out of groups and queues, for instance. So some parts of that, and some presence synchronization as well.
So it's an interesting question, actually. I mean, Microsoft Teams seems to be everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's a new Microsoft Teams story, if you will. Why is it so important, particularly for your channel customers? Why is it so important for them to actually have a Microsoft offering?
Well, because when you go out to the customer, when you reach the other companies that you're going to work with, and you're trying to help with, you basically as a channel partner, you try to help your end customer find the best tools to work with. And now the customers are working with Teams, most of them at least. So it's really important to be present where they are and like fit in with the tools that are already used. And while a lot of companies may not have exactly found their workflow yet with Teams, they are dabbling with it and trying out different methods. And the work for us and for our partners is to make sure that we are present where they want us to be, and work with the tools they use for those items.
Okay, so I mean, today obviously we're talking about Teams primarily, but Soluno, you have a play well with others sort of mantra which runs throughout your entire business. Tell us a little bit about that philosophy. What does it mean, and how are you bringing some of these other integrations that you're working on into this story?
Yeah, and that basically that aligns with the thing I said in my answer previously. We want to make sure that like we would of course find it very honoring if our customers thought that they can do everything within the Soluno applications or the Soluno services. But in reality, we know that most customers, most companies use several different tools to achieve the collaboration, even if you try to cover all the bases. And we want to make sure that it's not a problem for the end customer to use different applications. And we want to make sure that the telephony part of it is present. A lot of the driving forces currently are within different areas of collaboration, like file sharing and chat and instances like that, like Slack and Teams, of course. And it's important for us to bring the telephony part that we offer, that we have the strongest offering, to work well within this environment that our customers are trying out for their workflow. So that's the core basis of what that has come from.
Okay, so obviously the channel partners at the moment, they have quite a lot of choice when it comes to integration partners or direct routing partners. What are some of the sort of main sort of things they should be looking out for really when they're going on their Microsoft Teams journeys? What should they be looking for when they're selecting an integration partner?
Yeah, I think they should probably look for the same thing that we should look for when we are buying anything or trying to offer something to our friends or family. We're trying to make sure that the service that we offer covers the functionality that is needed. And that's the same. That should be the basis for all shopping for services. Make sure that the functionality is present, so that the customer knows that this works the way I intended it to be. And of course, since collaboration and telecom is ongoing services, it's also important, of course, to make sure that you get these services from a reliable partner that's keeping your customers in their attention.
Excellent. Okay. So Soluno, obviously you're breaking new ground with your integrations, really bringing something new to the table. What are we likely to see from the business over the coming sort of 12 months or so?
Well, we are of course doubling down on our partner channel, working even closer with our international partners, mainly UK, Germany, but of course also here in Sweden still. So that's something we want to make sure that we're giving our partners the proper tools to make their job a lot easier in the upcoming years with self-service portals and such items. But then we're also looking to improve on the functionality of all our core services, the telephony platform, our add-on services, and of course, we are even looking to maybe broaden our base platform coverage to, for instance, Broadsoft as well as the platform we are using today, and also going deeper within the Microsoft environment to make sure that we have even more integrations and support for those services.
Wow. So
And,
lots to come from the Soluno camp, which is great to hear. So Mattias, look, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really looking forward to keeping an eye on your journey over the next year and beyond. And I wish you well.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. Wish you well the same.
Thank you for watching. My name's David Dungay. I'll catch you next time.